Hari Om and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. This is Yamuna Devi. This life is so precious, and every moment of our life is so precious. The time that we've been gifted in this physical plane, in this world, is so precious. And this is us having the human experience, to experience the beauty of everything, of happiness, of sadness, of enjoying our life. Sometimes we struggle and suffer. There's happiness and pain, joy and pain. It happens. And these two aspects of life are very important. Day and night, darkness and light, hot and cold. Everything is important. We need this to be human. It's duality. Life exists in this space, and understanding this, we understand that we can live a happy life, because suffering is temporary. It's momentary. It will be there. It will come in waves. It happens. Why does this happen? Because we are here to experience the joy of life. And if we don't have that suffering, we don't understand what joy is, or how to appreciate and live our life. So this is so important, because we don't understand joy if we just live in a space of joy and happiness. We don't appreciate it. We just think that's how life is meant to be lived. But when we stumble upon these rocks and stones, and we trip sometimes, right? And we have difficulties sometimes, we realize, okay, like that happened. I'm ready to get up again and enjoy my life and live my life and be happy. So we need those things, right? We need those difficulties to come. But the important thing is not to linger too long, not to dwell too long in that difficulty, in that suffering, in that pain, that sadness. Do not remain there for too long, because you are jeopardizing your joy and your happiness. Witness it, observe it, learn what you need to learn from that lesson, that moment, that space, and pick yourself up again. But sometimes we like to carry that pain and suffering into our life, and we start identifying ourselves with that pain, and that is where we suffer the most. And what happens is that a lot of the times we feel like there is no light and there is no joy to life, and we enter into a space of depression, because we are continuously identifying ourselves with the past. Of course, the past is there. The past are lessons to be learned. They are experiences for our growth. We need them, because that makes us a better person today. Every experience, if we grow from it, if we choose to learn from it, will make us a better being today. No one is perfect. Our hand is not perfect. Every finger in our hand is different, right? But within that imperfection, within the differences, we are perfect. And that is the beauty. So, not to carry the pain. We try to identify ourselves with the pain so that other people can pity us, so that we keep that in our mind, and poor me, and this happened to me, and how can I move on with my life if this happened to me? But it's just kind of, you're creating this cycle, this pattern, and you continue attracting actually the same patterns, the same suffering, the same pain into your life. We want to move out of that space. We want to live life joyfully. You have glimpses of joy, right? You have memories of joy. But if I tell you, remember your pain, you can remember quickly. Remember a sad moment, you can bring it up quickly. Why? Because the hurtful memories, we add more energy into that. But the joyful memories are underappreciated and sometimes neglect because, oh, they're just there. There's joyful moments. But the pain, the sadness, the suffering, we cling on to. We hold on to those memories. So what I suggest is to listen, observe, witness those memories, witness that pain. And if you feel that you are carrying that pain, if you feel currently in your life that there is no joy, that there is no hope, that there is no light, I'm here to tell you that there is. But you are not looking at the right place. You are looking at your pain. You are carrying that pain. You are looking at your own pain. So you don't see light. You don't see that joy. You don't see that happiness. We need to give ourselves a moment to be present with that experience, with that memory, with that pain, with that suffering, and sit with it. You know, I love if I feel sad, you know, of course life continues and life wants us to, you know, not linger too long, okay? But, you know, if I feel sad and I feel like I need to cry and process it, I will sit with that. I need to sit with that because then I'm just covering it up and then I forget what happened or any experience, and you know, I sit with it. And if I need to cry, I will cry because that is the way I process my emotion. I need that to come through me. Process it. If I'm upset, process that emotion. Observe it. Why am I letting that hurt me, hurt my joy, steal my joy from me? So I'm observing, why am I upset? What is that coming from, that emotion coming from? What is that stirring within me? Or sadness, or whatever emotion is happening, fear, anxiety, any emotion, unworthiness, lacking, any emotion. For me personally, that I feel, I try to process it at the moment that I'm feeling it, so that I can process it and let it go. I don't want to linger in that space. And then sometimes when you're in that space and that's not processed, you will get triggers. I really don't want those triggers anymore. I've let them go. But if there's something that triggers me, that means that I still haven't processed something. And I need to sit with it. I don't want anything negative to steal away my joy. I don't want that negativity in my life. You really have to have that desire and have that dedication and determination, discipline to sit with your emotions, sit with yourself. And it's so beautiful to process, to let it go, and to see where it's coming from. Don't hold on. When you hold on, you not only affect yourself, you affect your family, you affect your relationships, you affect everything in your life. And you are letting time pass by without it living in that light, in that joy, feeling that lightness of life, and really enjoying every moment of your life. Sit with yourself. Breathe a little bit. Sit in silence. You know, many people avoid silence, and I can understand why. When I see it, it's scary. It's noisy. It becomes loud. The silence becomes loud. Sometimes the silence becomes painful because the noise becomes so loud, it is unbearable. But if we process, if we work on ourselves, if we dedicate time, this is where the discipline comes in. If you allow yourself that little space to just be, to just observe, and little by little, you start uncovering the layers of what you thought you were, of your identity with the pain, you know, all these different things that you've built upon yourself to protect yourself from feeling. You will understand that life is precious, life is a gift, and your time is precious. Every moment of your life is precious. You will appreciate that, and that it will not be as painful. And sometimes, you know, this is so beautiful because I see it a lot. I've gone through it too, and it's so beautiful, is that it's a dance. And once you start taking your time, you know, it's very gentle. You don't have to do it quickly because it's not sustainable. And it's impossible to do. It's not sustainable. It's a gentle process. It's not a quick fix. It's not an easy fix. It's gentle, and at the appropriate time it happens in divine proportion. Everything happens in divine proportion, divine timing. So you work on yourself. Just work, maybe read, write, sit, contemplate, be in nature. Just be. Singing, dancing, whatever makes you happy, painting, arts, singing. Sit with yourself. And slowly, there's a dance, you know, because you've identified yourself with the pain so long, with the suffering, with the memories that are hurtful for so long, that your body wants to go back to feeling that way. Because what you're feeling is too good to be true. That joy, that happiness, that space of silence is too good to be true. That you start believing that maybe it's a lie, maybe I'm lying to myself. So you go back to the old way. So that dance happens. You move front, move forward, and you move back to your old ways. You move a little bit forward and more back, or sometimes more forward and less back. So it's a dance. And you just flow with that dance. But you continue each moment, each day, to help yourself. Even if you go back a few steps into your old ways, that is okay. In this space, this is beautiful. Give yourself grace, because you might get frustrated, but I'm here to tell you to give yourself grace, because sometimes you want to move quickly forward, but instead you move backwards, and that can create frustration. But I am here again to tell you to give yourself grace. Okay, I didn't move forward as much as I wanted to, and I went back. Okay, maybe there's something I need to revisit. Maybe there's something The universe is telling me to see. Okay. And smile. You know, smiling is a beautiful medicine. Smiling. Just smile. Let us practice wherever you are. Just smile for at least 5 seconds. Let's do 5 seconds. Smiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. You just changed your whole chemistry in your body. Thank you, smiling. How beautiful. And that just shifted everything positively in your being. And when you shift into that space, your mental process changes, your mood changes, and your whole being changes, and it feels good. It feels wonderful. You feel light. You feel like you're vibrating in that positive frequency, in that right direction. And you can tackle anything. Suffering is optional. We don't have to suffer all the time. If it happens, it happens. But it is temporary. It will pass. Everything passes in the right moment. But dedicate yourself to practice some contemplation, some reflection. Read inspirational books. Read the lives of people, the great saints and sages. Study, observe. They were here before us. They already have the great experiences. They know. They've been here. They've walked the earth before us. How many people have walked the earth before us? Many. So beautiful. That's so precious. And we are walking the same earth they walked. So beautiful to think about that. And actually, I want you to think about this, right? Think about a difficult moment in the past, right? Something, maybe let's not go too far, okay? Let's go maybe a year ago, right? Think about a year ago in your life. Think about a difficult moment, some difficulty you were having. And think about today. Is that difficulty still here today? Maybe you already overcame it, right? Maybe you were able to solve it. So that helps us understand that something that happened in the past is not here today. It gets solved. What I'm trying to tell you is that everything has a solution and everything gets solved in the end. So the things that have happened in the past, a year ago, for example, that suffering is no longer there because you already solved that solution. That pain is no longer there. Unless you keep holding on to that memory. But definitely it has solved. You're no longer in that space. So think about that. Or even like a week ago, maybe you were having some difficulty, but that difficulty got solved and today you don't have it. So, you think about that. So what you're feeling today, what you're going through right now at this moment, okay, it's difficult, but it doesn't mean that it will not resolve. So trust, and do not negotiate your peace of mind. Do not negotiate your peace of mind. Every time you are sad, you are upset, you are nervous, you are down, you lose the opportunity to experience joy. you lose the opportunity to experience happiness. Think about that. Reflect, 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 and you will see the answer. You will understand, but practice. Most importantly, practice. Practice and dedicate time to yourself. Your life is so precious. Don't wait. This is the moment. This is the time right now to start making the shift to feel good and right. How do I want to feel? I want to feel happy. Wake up with a positive thought. When you wake up, when you go to sleep, wake up with a positive thought. Things you have to do in the day. This is a tip. Before you retire to bed, before you sleep, write your to-do list. Write it down in a pen and paper, or pencil and paper, not on electronics. Write it down physically in a notebook. Have that notebook, your notebook, before you sleep, and empty your mind. Everything that you need to do, empty it. Put it on your bedside and sleep. Don't carry all your to-do list in your mind. It's too much. It's too heavy. It tires you. Instead of resting, guess what? You're going to be dreaming about your to-do list. You're going to wake up feeling unrested. So, practice, write, journal. How do I want to feel tomorrow? In your to-do list, I want to be happy. I am happy. I will be happy. And practice your smiling. Practice. Smile 5 seconds while you're driving, while you're walking, and you will feel the difference. It feels so lovely. So change your mind, change your reset. Give a reset to your being. Give a reset to your cells, to your biochemistry. So beautiful. Just smiling. It helps. It's magic. It's right there. The power is right there in front of you. And while you are in this earth, breathing in and out, if you have the opportunity to smile, why not? It doesn't cost anything. So think about it, reflect. I send you so much love. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I appreciate you. I honor you. And many blessings to you on your journey. Take your time, be patient, and give yourself grace most of all. Thank you. Many blessings. Hari Om.